what is your team today? 1 week it's Napoli.
I just
1
told
week
you,
it's
it's
Roma.
Inter.
Another week is Verona. Then it's in Mike's new nickname. It's
And the Serie A balancer, right, Gaetano?
Yeah,
Flipper.
Why don't you worry about your team?
Why am I getting the win against the ball, right?
First of all, I ask him a question. Mind your own business. Okay? They will get to you. Don't worry.
Wait, say it. What's his new
It's
nickname?
Flipper.
Flipper.
Burger. Every week he changes team.
Filippo in Italian, guy.
All right.
That is hilarious.
So can we
I like
start?
it.
Can we start?
Wait, do the rest of us get nicknames? Why is Michael only get it?
Okay, give Mark.
Wait, what's Peter's?
I don't know. Peter Pan?
You're a fan.
Because Magic, right?
Yeah,
They get the penalties out of Magic,
Yeah,
right?
Peter Penalty.
Peter penalty. That's actually
Why?
good.
You get the
What about
penalty.
Ronaldo? I
That's
think
actually better.
hold on. Juventus.
Peter Penalty. On AC Milan, there is
Where's
never
the
a
penalty? Because you guys never get in the box.
Are we gonna get any surprise?
No, we
Did
just-
you have the potato chips inside inserted over there? The memory chip, the potato chips, whatever you need.
Everybody's cable works except yours.
Whoa, what happened?
You see? Pete, take it easy.
Broke his face.
Okay, hold it like that. Hold it from his beard. Wow, you really look like him. Man. That's why. Jesus.
Anto, go a little
We
closer.
got the same barber.
Go a little closer. Are we really starting with this shit?
Yeah.
It's up to
Hey,
you.
let's all start with that.
Oh, my favorite.
Just for a few
It
seconds.
is funny that you took Wanda out of all things.
Well, I wasn't left with it,
Come
but
on,
I'll
Mike.
take it. I don't
Because he looks like her, right?
Yeah. Ready?
Where's Icardi?
Oh, yeah, where is he, Carte? He's in France. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Serie A audio experience
And happy
with IFTV.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween. I don't know whose idea it was to start with these. I think Antonio
Was it
just grabbed
Antonio's?
Antonio just
Oh,
grabbed
that
the
was your idea.
My idea.
Antonio always wants to be Cassano every day. There's nothing new. You always look like Cassano anyway.
I wish. I would
You
be
wish?
Cassano, Yeah.
Look at me.
Okay, Antonio, right now, who would you like on AC Milan? Cassano or Immobile?
I'll take Cassano even
Yeah,
with
but
one
he's got
leg.
the leading scorer, Immobile.
I'll take Cassano even with one leg. And
Immobile.
with no head, too.
Why does he have to have no head?
It doesn't matter. Cassano doesn't need to think. Cassano doesn't need to think. He knows what to do all the time.
Go closer to the mic. Nobody's going to hear you.
Cassano knows what to do all the time.
Look, I finally got my my Champions League, my tripleto over here. That's
Hey,
why I
listen,
took
you need him
Mourinho.
to win a Champions League. You guys.
And Gaetano, you
Every
got
year,
like
always
your
just
favorite
losing.
striker, right? For
Wait,
Italia.
Mike, which one are you?
He's
I'm
the leading
Wanda,
scorer.
the best one of
Mike.
all.
Oh, you
Ant-
kind of look like Mike. Yeah. Yeah.
A little
That
bit.
made me turn red.
Yeah,
From
same
what?
color hair, same color shirt,
Same face.
same face.
That's good. That's good.
I see it.
Same negotiating skills.
All right, let's cut the BS.
Okay.
We could have gotten more
So
creative
guys,
with
it's
this.
Halloween. It's probably gonna come out the day after. If you guys were wondering why we have
Why-
masks on.
You have to? Do you really have to?
Those they don't need.
Nah,
They
my man
don't need.
Chirizo,
Nobody to see who they are.
Antonio put the Cassano one in front
because he's a leader.
because he's a leader. I don't know, but
Easy. So, hey, by the way, Mike,
Yeah.
did we start it?
Yeah, we started. We
Okay,
officially
so
started.
podcast is officially started. Mike,
Yeah,
which
watch
team?
out.
Which team are you cheering on today?
Today, it's gonna be stick with Inter for a few more weeks. See how they do.
No. What is your team today? 1 week it's Napoli.
I just
1
told
week
you,
is
it's
Roma.
Inter.
Another week is Verona. Then it's Inter.
Napoli.
Then it's Juventus.
It's
Which-
Inter.
Oh, Inter.
But
today.
Yeah, I said it.
All right. So Mike's new nickname it's
And the Serie A balancer, right,
Flipper.
Gaetano?
That's
Yeah,
why it's
Flipper.
nicknamed
Why don't you worry
You know-
about your team?
Why am I getting the win against the ball, right?
First of all, I ask him a question. Mind your own business. Okay? They will get to you. Don't worry.
Wait, say it. What's his new
It's
nickname?
Flipper.
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 Burger. Every week he changes team. All
Filippo in Italian, guy.
right.
That is hilarious.
So can
I
we
like
start?
it.
Can we start?
Wait, do the rest of us get nicknames? Why is Michael only get it?
Okay, give Mark.
Wait, what's Peter's?
I don't know. Peter
It's
Pan?
You're a fan.
Because Magic, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
get the penalties out of Magic,
Yeah,
right?
Peter Penalty.
Peter penalty. That's actually
Why?
good.
You get the
What about
penalty.
Ronaldo? I
That's
think
actually better.
Hold on. Juventus.
Peter Penalty. On AC Milan, there is
Where's
never
the
a
penalty?
penalty.
Because you guys never get in the box.
You were an offside. You were an offside.
You
and
can't
got
score a
penalty.
goal in the box.
Isn't it? That's it. Perfect for you. You should be happy, actually.
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
And for the rest,
That was very
No,
good.
the
That was
nickname,
very
Peter
good.
penalty.
Peter.
Peter penalty.
Penal.
Picks a pie.
Peter penal.
Peter Pan.
Peter penal picks a pipe of pepper. Right.
Jesus Christ. You
Next.
thought of that on the next. You're gonna go around though.
Let's go.
No,
Let's-
We'll let it
gonna
think
come
about
back.
it.
We think about your father.
We'll let him
It's
think about the
Halloween
rest.
night tonight.
So we had midweek Serie A games. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of drama.
Yeah, crazy.
We recorded on our stories, Antonio, who you absolutely lost your mind during this game.
What
I
happened?
personally, I've never seen you scream as loud as you did on that
Today?
Suso goal. Yeah. On the Suso, no, not the Suso goal.
Piontek,
Paquetá
the
miss.
Paquetá chance.
Yo,
Yeah.
that was crazy. You're on the edge. Yeah, you yelled. A little bit.
Possessed moving out after that.
Somebody said you got possessed by the devil.
Listen.
It's Halloween night.
Listen, I want to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Today is Halloween. Usually people transform themselves for Halloween. They become other people. Who did Milan was transformed to tonight?
Well, they got a win, so it's definitely
Yeah.
something
We
different.
just
Well-
like Juventus. We win cheap games.
Oh yeah, is that
We
what
won a
you?
cheap game? Yeah. Like Inter too. They just been doing winning cheap games.
So you
A
calling?
rebound, like a
So
deflection
you're calling your
here,
team a
deflection
chip?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, we won cheap.
Wait, was it? That wasn't that cheap. What was cheap about
Listen, actually, you brought it up, right? This is what I don't understand. This is really an unbelievable. The goal Suso's goal was a freebie. I'll tell you the reasons why. If you analyze the goal, can you put it on the screen? I'll show you what happened.
We saw it.
We can show it just to you.
They set up the wall. The goalkeeper set up the wall.
Okay.
The wall was 4 people first in the beginning,
You
3
getting
to
it?
4 people. Then
You
AC
getting it?
Milan people.
Get it?
Then AC Milan people. What they did, 1 or 2 players, they joined into the wall.
You can't do that
since-
anymore.
Hold on. Wait, let me finish.
You have to be a yard away.
Since the rules does not allow that for happening, so they moved on the right side. So what happened? The goalkeeper, he had another couple defender next to the AC Milan player. What they did, they opened the middle for Suso to look straight because the goalkeeper didn't want to have his vision impaired. So
Okay.
what happened? Suso took the ball from the middle side and he curved into the right corner.
So what's cheap about that?
That's I think the goalkeeper is kind of a dumb. You should never have done anything like that. So it's either you set up the wall the proper way in a way that you just put the wall on one side and you just worried about the other side. But look what happened. Did you see it?
No, I don't remember.
I
I
don't
don't remember
remember
how
that.
it
Just pay
was.
attention.
Particular.
I'm not watching it now because you have the stuff behind me.
you're saying this little
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they did.
but didn't even
I really don't understand though.
Yeah, I think
you
he's
don't
just making
understand?
stuff up.
They jumped.
They
They
in that
tried.
area.
How the hell are you gonna do it?
He went over the 4 guys that were
That's
on
tough.
the wall. The first 4 guys that went
There's nothing
over.
cheap
What's
about
wrong-
that.
what's wrong with that?
That's hard. I
Yeah.
thought that was actually hard.
But look at this
Beautiful goal.
position. Look at the goalkeeper position.
Wait, well, that's how.
I
That's
thought
how
he,
they
I thought
always
he,
do.
I thought he
That's
hit
how
it.
they
He
usually
put it right
stand.
on the 7.
Yeah.
I mean, it was right on the 7.
I think the goalkeeper should have just let another couple.
Why are you against your goal that you scored to win the game?
No, it's what I'm saying. We won cheap today, so like you guys win. So
okay.
this is just to pick up.
It
on
looks
the
like
goal.
a nice shot.
Yeah, I actually thought it was a good goal.
Yeah, it looks like a very nice shot. I mean, he put it right on the 7.
We never really.
How is that
I know,
lucky?
it is
What's
obvious.
going on?
You don't understand the psychology of what I'm saying right now.
I don't think anyone does understand.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
The I think today you were very stressed. You were very on the edge of your seat. Milan did not play well at all. I know that you didn't have some nice words for a couple of the players and for Pioli. You're not liking the way that you're playing against Spal?
Listen, they come with a 3-5-2 formation.
Spal.
What they did, they overwhelmed all the. They took over the midfield. Spal was playing on the midfield. They always had possession, and we were trying to scrambling on the midfield, trying to lob over the ball, trying to do the
Listen,
one-on-one. We always lost the ball.
you got a win. Napoli didn't play good. Inter did not play good. Juventus didn't play good. At least you got a win
I
today.
gotta
So
win.
It was
But,
barely.
You have to win, but you have to play well at the same time.
I
That's
know.
The,
Yeah,
that's
but it
AC
takes
Milan
time.
philosophy.
Yeah.
What do you mean it takes time? How long is it going to take until the end of the year?
But what I'm trying to tell you is
Goalie just got here.
Viola just came.
the 3 top teams didn't play good.
Yeah, but Gaetano.
And Napoli didn't get the
Spal
full
is not a
points.
top team.
Huh?
Napoli didn't get a win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Against who? Against Spal?
Atalanta.
Atalanta.
Oh, wow. Wait, Atalanta. Hey, what are you talking about? Atalanta and Spal? It's like you're
Atala-
talking about night and day over here.
Yeah, come on, that's fair.
Come on. So.
Well, Juventus played
the
against
game was-
Genoa and
but
Inter against Brescia, and all 3 of the games were a little bit
The
tough.
bottom line
Yeah.
is we do not have brain cell into the midfield. We don't have it.
Are you talking about Kessia?
We don't have it. Kessie made so many mistakes. Bonaventura has been kept on the bench. He's been brought in only 2-3 minutes before the end of the game. There is nothing happening for us on the midfield. Nobody's
What about
capable to
Paquetá?
take the ball like this guy here and look up with the ball on his feet and just make it very easy decision. Paquetá did a little better, but
He was trying. Actually,
he was
Paquetá
trying.
had
He
chances.
tried a little
Yeah,
bit.
he wasn't
but,
the best, but he
he's
was
not-
hustling.
Doesn't have a. He cannot really take over and bring the team on his back. It's not that kind of player. It's not Kaká. Paquetá is not Kaká.
Oh, that's a given. Kaká was a
Okay.
great player.
But that's what I'm saying. Non abbiamo un palleggiatore. We do not have. How do you say palleggiatore in English? We do
Dribbler?
not have, no. Un palleggiatore is someone that
A Cassano.
Pirlo, a Cassano that takes over.
That's the only definition that was going to satisfy.
And
You're putting Gassan in front of my face.
yeah, you wish. Yeah. So anyway, this is what we're missing, guys. This is what we're missing. All right. So if I were AC Milan or somebody on the management over there, or Katsiris, you're Katsiris, right?
Gazidis.
Whatever.
Let's say it
Just
right next
bring
time,
him
okay?
over instead of being wasting his time on tiki taka. Just bring him into the team.
And do what?
That's it.
He's retired.
Don't worry about that.
Well, I think that you were a big advocate to keep Gattuso, and I think week after week you're seeing more and more
Proving us
Milan
right.
fans that you're pulling into that realm that keeps saying that Gattuso made wonders with this team for the way that they're playing.
Gianpaolo was still sacked too early. I still believe.
Come on.
But anyway, come on, let's not go down the same route. Every episode, you guys fight about the same thing. But I think for Milan, like you said, listen, you got the win. It wasn't nice. It could have easily been lost. I thought on a few occasions, I thought that Spa were going to be able to score and get the tie. But you're at home. You got the win. You didn't play good. Piontek, I mean, something needs to change with that guy, though, for sure. Something. I know the entire team is not playing well, but him especially, it's like...
Piontek mishit the ball. I think Casiero hit the post from like 3 yards
Oh,
out.
yeah.
What
The
happened?
bottom line is it's not all his fault. I'm saying it's
It's a whole team as a
you
whole.
need people like this guy here again
guy.
to feed him the ball the proper way. He doesn't get.
There was a
feeds.
time where Piontek, every time he touched the ball, it was a goal. I mean, I remember scoring. He scored a goal. I don't know
Top
how
of
he
the
got
box.
the ball.
He
With
scored
the
with
hit it with-
every body part he had.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was ridiculous.
But now,
It
poor
was
guy.
well. Pioli got his first win, so I think you have a very tough schedule ahead. You have Lazio, and then is it Juventus right
Napoli?
after?
Other Napoli?
No, I think it was Juventus.
Yeah,
It was
Juventus.
Juventus right after.
So we have Lazio, Juventus, and then who?
And let me check right.
Then you have international break.
Give me 1 second. I'll find it. You have Lazio on Sunday, and then you have Juventus the following Sunday, and then you have Napoli. Michael's
Napoli.
right.
It's all right. You might as
That's-
well get all of them.
That's
out.
your
It's
November.
It's good
That's
that
your
you guys
November.
got 3 points against Spa because the rest is going to be very hard to get a win.
Yeah. So if we lost the game today,
Yeah, that
it
would've
will
been
be at
bad.
0. So pretend that we're going to be tying against Lazio, Juventus, and
Well,
Napoli.
you're
So we
gonna-
got 3
you-
points.
you-
That's all.
Listen, you're gonna play.
Yeah.
You not consider okay, you lost those games.
Pete,
So
we're
there's
not
no,
like you
no
guys
hope.
that you win every game.
Win every
You
game.
won everything so far. You're going to win the triplete, and you said it the other day. So
didn't
Don't
say
be
anything.
jealous.
I'm not jealous.
We're gonna cry.
Hey, am I jealous? I'm advocating for you. If you see all my blogs and all my
Your
my
blogs.
tweets and all my stuff, it's about advocating for you guys. I want with all my heart for you guys to win everything.
He said his blog.
Okay?
His vlogs.
All right.
Okay,
Next.
let's talk about Inter then,
Yeah.
because they won. They beat Brescia 2-1.
Barely, too, man. That was close at the end. They made it hard for themselves.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was an own goal with Brescia.
regardless, they were
Brescia
battling
deserved the goal. The way that the first half, Brescia
They played good.
let Inter. Nah, the first half, Brescia really let Inter play. They were sitting back more so than than I would have thought, especially considering Brescia this season. They've been playing pretty good football. Inter were able to get the early lead, 1-0, and then
Did you say Brescia own goal? By the way.
Inter's own
No,
Inter's own goal. That's how
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brescia scored their first goal in the second half. But yeah, first half I think I liked Inter, but still,
Lackluster.
yeah, but not even lackluster. Just there's nothing fancy about it. You know, they're just there. They're
No
doing their
Sensi.
job. Yeah, you're missing Sensi in the midfield, so you don't have any real creativity there. So you're just playing the style of Conte wants. Get that 1-0 lead and hold tight, hold the fort. You know, second half comes along. Brescia started picking up the pace. They were pressing Inter high, and Inter looked a little lackluster. Barella, I felt in the first half was good. The second half, he kind of lost his positioning, and then also Brozovic as well, where he was able to move and distribute the ball. The second half, he kind of lost the tempo. While Inter was playing poorly, Lukaku comes in, scores a great goal. I mean,
Incredible goal.
World
really
class.
something I never seen Lukaku do when he was with Everton, Man U,
Yeah, that was
and
a
now with
beautiful
Inter, you know, cut across and hit that ball with the left
Yeah, it was a
foot.
phenomenal goal.
Really, really nice. And it was a time when Inter needed it because they were playing poorly.
Yeah.
Brescia was gonna score.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So the 2-0 there, Brescia gets a lucky goal. You can say the least. It was nice build up, but Skriniar deflects the ball into.
I mean, if we're
into
going to
the
talk
net,
about lucky
2-1.
goals, the first goal that Lautaro scored, if we
Oh
can
yeah,
even say
it's off
Lautaro
the,
scores.
of course.
I mean,
But
if we're
he-
saying lucky goals.
But
eh,
he keeps scoring, the Lautaro.
Yeah.
Right?
that's not
Lautaro's-
a Lautaro goal.
Listen,
But
Lautaro's
listen,
been playing very
listen,
well. off the
Yeah,
ball
I mean,
too. He's been-
he's
for
the guy
sure.
that I see when the defenders from the other team have the
draws a
ball.
lot of attention, yeah.
He goes and he slide,
He fights,
tackles
no, 100%.
on the fullbacks. On this game, I don't have that much. You pretty much said everything. I mean, beautiful goal by Lukaku. The only thing that I'm going to say is, Balotelli, please stop arguing. Mamma mia. Every play, you have to argue and you have to talk to somebody. He talked to every player that was there. He had something to say about every time the ball got close to him.
I know. I love Balotelli, and I've been saying for him in the national team, like everybody knows, I love him as a player, but I agree with you. I think these last couple games, I mean, the guy gets touched in the slightest chance, and even though, like, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have fell, but he could have played on and had a better opportunity than if he fell, if he stopped playing. He had such a great chance at one point. I remember one time he got touched.
Yeah.
I said, why you stop playing? Like, you had the opportunity to go. And he doesn't stop.
or how about the chance Handanovic makes a double save?
Yeah.
And then he just skies it over. I
Exactly.
thought that was going to be a goal. Handanovic was able to clear it, get it out.
But
and-
to me, that was him frustrated.
I guess so.
He looked like he kicked that, not to score. He kicked it like, God damn it. You know what? Screw this. Instead of concentrating like, I
Lost
just missed.
concentration there.
I know, like that one. Come on. Balotelli's got to score. A player with his caliber, his quality, you got to score on those. I was very disappointed
and
in
then
Balotelli.
it looked like Brescia wanted a penalty for like 3 or 4
Yo, I really
chances.
thought Brescia
Every
were gonna
time.
equalize. After the 2-1, there were
They were
so many
they were
ways
playing.
of attack.
They
I
were
was like,
playing,
yeah, they're
but
gonna
listen,
score.
that's Conte's style in the sense
Yeah,
like
it
he trusts his defense to maintain the lead, and a 1-goal lead a lot of times
Against Brescia,
they're able to hold
guys,
it.
Against Brescia, you're talking about counter style. It's like, what's there to struggle against a team that is just came from Serie B? I just don't.
You've
I
been
don't
struggling
get it.
versus everybody.
I know,
Milan.
no. Don't worry about us. But you build up like this a $1 billion team.
Where's
all
this
of those
$1 billion
superstars
team?
that
Multiple
you have.
$1 billion.
Come on, you have nothing but superstars at every position.
Where?
You have every position.
Godin,
Godin,
Skriniar.
Don't forget
Skriniar,
Candreva.
Sensi,
Candreva.
Barella,
Candreva's a
Lukaku,
superstar.
Lautaro,
All of
Conte.
them. All of them.
Listen, no Serie A.
Asamoah.
You have nothing but superstar. Here you are, just like with this kind of cheap shots.
I know
you just,
Milan
just
is so-
leap over Brescia.
Milan's so poor that you think Candreva's a superstar, but I hate to mention anything.
I never
but
said that Candreva is a superstar.
Oh, you
just said it right now.
No, you said it.
He wrote about it. Oh man.
I like the way you laugh because you should be laughing at yourself.
Peter penalty.
Bit of penalty.
Penalty. Yeah. So this is ridiculous. It's a disgrace for any Inter Milan fan that is listening over there. Nothing personal,
No, but
but the team sucks.
what are you talking
Okay.
about?
How do they
Who won against Brescia?
Oh, what do you want him to
What
score?
about Atalanta? How many goals did Atalanta score against Brescia? Maybe 6 or 7 or 8?
I don't
No,
think they played
no.
it.
Come on.
I'll check.
He said
That has
6 or
nothing to
7.
do with
He
it.
has
Where did
everything
this
to
come-
do. You
Where-
guys don't know how to play.
So winning 2-1 or 2-0 is not a respectable score.
It's just
they
lousy
didn't play
win.
Brescia yet.
Lousy
Yeah.
win.
2-0 is a lousy win.
No, it's not. I just wanna-
2-1.
It was a 2-1, but I'm saying in general,
not
2-1,
good.
2-0.
I actually
But
wanna-
also Juventus struggled against
Well,
Genoa.
Juventus
They struggle in
struggles
every
every
match,
game.
but
Yeah, Ando's just.
what do you think about
Picking a
Marotta
title
saying
there.
that Scudetto is not the objective for Inter this year?
So what is it then?
Top
Oh,
4?
wow. You know what he's doing? He's trying to throw himself
It's a mind game.
He's doing what you're
Yeah.
doing. He's doing what you're
What
doing.
he's trying to
He
do
probably
right
heard the
now,
podcast.
Just
Deflect.
in case we screw up everything. So let's start to take cover, to run for cover. So that's what he's doing. He's starting to say, okay, it might not be this year already. In the beginning of the year, they already won everything. Now he's starting to put words on his
who?
mouth. to say, hey, by the way, don't get your expectation too high. I never said that we're going to win. That's what they're doing right now. because what
The
they
favorites are still Juventus. I mean,
100%.
after 8 Scudetto in a row, I mean,
can only be favorites.
Yeah,
do.
Juventus
But
is the favorite.
Statistic in soccer, they don't mean anything. The way Inter is built
Why? How is Juventus
by
built?
far on the paper.
They got the best
by
coach.
far-
You got the best
by
coach.
far,
The best.
Inter is a lot more superior than Juventus.
Are you crazy?
What are you
On the
talking
paper.
about?
Are you crazy?
On the
I know,
paper.
could you
This
talk
guy
about
here doesn't
Italian
like any of the
soccer?
midfielder except for Pjanic.
But that's not my fault.
That's right. That's right.
anything.
Oh well,
What
I would
is
take Inter's midfield
Listen.
over Juventus's.
Come
midfield.
on.
Even the
You
call,
wouldn't?
You're
wouldn't-
not to say that it's far superior.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I
If
like.
he's telling the midfield, would you take Pjanic, Khedira, and Matuidi over Sensi, Barella, and Brozovic?
I would
I know who
take,
I would
I
take.
would take Pjanic over Brozovic.
Okay, but the other two,
The other two, I wouldn't. But
I know I wouldn't either.
but the thing is, Khedira can match with.
Khedira.
We'll get to that. But anyway,
Listen, I just want to throw a quick stat over here. Inter have 2 goal scorers, have 5+ goals after match day 10. The last time for Inter striker duo to have this was back in 2013 when Milito and Cassano were up front.
Ooh.
So basically saying Lautaro and Lukaku have a great partnership up front and matching some legends over
and
here.
there's
how
other
many goals they have?
Five
each.
plus. So over 5.
Wait, and there's also the stat with Conte. He's the first Inter coach to have his team score in each of their first 13 matches in
Consecutive
all
games.
competitions.
Yep,
You see a little Juventus DNA goes in there, and all of a sudden he breaks the record in 13 games.
Wow.
Wait, make him
I
win
like
the
it.
Scudetto first, then we could break the
That's,
record.
That's true, P. That's true.
no,
again?
no, I was gonna say
So
that.
yeah, let win the Scudetto.
Let him win something.
Be careful.
And then,
You want to say nice and clear.
Be careful. Be careful.
that's what I'm saying. Let him win something first
Don't worry,
before
we're
you
gonna
can
give you as
say.
many penalties as you need, Pete.
What are you, the ref?
No, I was gonna say even Conte said it that he's not at the level of Juventus yet.
No.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Next game, we'll talk about Napoli-Atalanta, where we're going to get
That
to
was a
a
crazy
lot of
game.
controversy.
A lot of controversy.
Napoli-Atalanta, it ended 2-2. Probably one of the only Atalanta games that I saw from them where I wasn't impressed. I didn't think Atalanta played well at all. I thought they were extremely sloppy. I think they're really missing Zapata up top. Even Muriel, who was on the bench, wasn't the same Atalanta in my opinion. And I thought Napoli were playing far better than them. And Atalanta were extremely lucky to get a tie in the grand scheme of things. But throughout the entire match, I thought that Napoli played much better. And I was very usually you don't see Atalanta go missing in big games. You know, when they play, I mean, forget about Champions League. I'm talking about Serie A.
Serie A over here, guys. Yeah.
For right now. But usually in the big games, we know when they play Inter, when they play Juve, when they play Roma, they usually play up to par and they usually perform really well. I didn't think that they performed that well
They
against
didn't
Napoli.
perform well, which is very impressive that they didn't perform well and they still got a point within a big team at the end with Ilicic at the end. Let's talk about some controversy. A lot of Napoli fans too were commenting and DMing and saying that they should have got a couple of penalties actually. One with Llorente, right? One with Callejon, I think.
There was a handball that they wanted, but the main one was the chance in the 89th minute. It might have been 88th
Towards the-
minute,
yeah,
89th
towards the
minute.
end of it.
There was a cross sent into the box. Kaiser, the guy he used to be
yeah.
at Palermo, who was just subbed in for Atalanta. He looks like he runs and body slams Llorente, and I thought surely it was going to be a penalty for Napoli. It was in their box. The ball was sent in. Atalanta kept playing on. The referee didn't blow the whistle. They ended up going to the other side of the pitch, scored a goal, and that's when all hell broke loose. I think it might have been 5 minutes of protests, 4 to 5 minutes of protests, where Ancelotti ended up getting sent off. Insigne got a yellow card. I'm very surprised that there weren't even more red cards at that point. Meret is the goalkeeper.
Ooh, I think you said the Meret
So-
is better than Donnarumma.
So this is Atalanta. This was the game. This was the goal that tied them. So Napoli felt hard done, where they should have had a penalty, and then on top of that, on that same play, they ended up conceding the goal. I will say Napoli did stop to play. They thought that it was for surely going to be a penalty, and they definitely played a part in it, guys. There's big debates. I even saw the newspapers. They were even split on this one. Some say that Llorente hits him with an elbow first
That's what I
to
saw.
the head.
There was no penalty.
But others say that Kaiser was already running into Llorente's elbow.
No.
Antonio, you're very passionate about this, so
No,
start
listen,
off.
Listen, I'm a Napoli fan. I mean, I love when Napoli wins. And all
You
that
have the
stuff.
play?
Personally,
Yeah, show 'em the play.
Personally,
The play.
I saw the replay 3 or 4 times. I don't think Llorente
I got it.
deserved the penalty on that play. Absolutely not.
You don't think it was a penalty?
No.
And it's not because you like Atalanta?
No. I mean, it has nothing to do with it. I told you that I like Napoli. I like Atalanta too. But in this case, we're judging a penalty. And in this case, it's not a penalty.
Listen, for Carletto to be thrown out of a game, I mean,
Must have been serious.
it must. I don't remember ever him getting thrown out of a game.
He's very quiet usually, doesn't
No, he's always very professional,
Yeah, he
and he
doesn't-
never loses his. I never seen lose his temper. That might have. I'm not sure, but
The thing is, they weren't getting a
I
lot
don't
of
think
goals,
he-
and Ancelotti was getting very aggravated with that. And towards the end, that was probably the last straw, and that's why.
Well, we have remember the reason he's aggravated and more so is because not just that he lost the penalty shout,
and then they
they
score.
scored on that same play.
Exactly.
This is in
So
real-
that's a
in real
double-
time.
A double whammy, basically.
Don't
yeah.
have it if you want to say.
Wow.
The penalty.
So I mean, I don't know. I think
From-
the defender
from the-
doesn't play the ball.
From this angle here, he elbows right in his face.
Yes.
Here's a slow-mo.
But if you see the other angle, you'll see that the defender
From this
doesn't
angle-
play the ball. He just goes straight for Llorente.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
listen,
but he
Llorente's
from
Yeah, you
this
can see
heads
here,
out his arm. I know.
look at this.
no, it's not. It's
Okay,
not.
no.
Watch.
It's not a penalty. It's
Okay.
not a penalty.
He hasn't touched him yet. Now, right now, he touched. He gets him on the face.
Yeah.
His face is. all
Kaiser
the way
was
down.
not looking at the ball though. He was going definitely to go and charge him down and take him
Yeah,
down.
but he hasn't touched him yet,
Yeah,
and then he
that's-
gets.
you can't
and-
assume
and-
based-
and
yeah, but
then
then
at the
he-
same time,
and
what is
then
your?
he gets
But at
hit
the
on
same
the-
time,
on
Llorente
the
is not
face.
throwing his elbow. Llorente is standing like this. He runs into his elbow.
Oh no, not a penalty. Absolutely not.
Is it because?
But Llorente does this for protection.
First of all,
he doesn't
Marco,
go like this.
What is he supposed to do? Just leave him alone? Llorente said, hey, by the way, go and score. The guy's a defender. You have to give the defender the benefits of the doubt all the time. So
Yeah, but you have to play the ball. You cannot go after the
Hey, the guy
defense.
was
He wasn't playing the ball. he was not playing the
He didn't
ball.
make it to the ball because his elbow hit him before.
Even though his intentions was maybe to get him down, regardless, the first touch was.
If
The elbow,
if it would be the other way
it's
around,
tough.
first he touched the ball and then the elbow touches him, then it's a different story. But in this particular play, Llorente hit him with his elbow first.
it looks like he. Yeah. He went like this.
That's
Nah.
it.
He opened his arm.
That's it.
Wanna
He,
see
o-
P?
No penalty.
he opened his arm. Go back a little bit.
It'll keep replaying.
All right, look. You see?
I see how I know that.
He opened.
But
his
you're
arm.
allowed to
That's
put
the
your
hard
arm.
part.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you're allowed.
you were like
Why?
this.
Not to
but
the
he
de-
went like this.
Not to the detriment
it's
of
not-
But he's looking at the ball. It's
No,
not that
no,
he's
no,
going
no,
to
no,
elbow
no
him.
way. There's no
Hey, by
penalty.
the
For
way,
me,
while
it's no
we are
penalty.
doing-
Okay, so no
look what's
penalty?
on the back of Marco. We have
Yeah, but that doesn't have to
we
do
have
with
the
it.
room shirt. Finally, we put it on
From-
the wall.
We're gonna
On
get it
display.
framed soon.
For me, it's no penalty.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
no penalty.
He's like
What?
No penalty?
No penalty.
He's like this, but then when he's getting the ball, he goes like that. He goes a little bit.
No
too
penalty?
Far. No penalty.
Pete,
I don't even want to.
isn't it crazy how hard it is to tell?
It's a very hard.
It was
I
very hard for
understand
me too.
their point.
Yeah.
because you do see Llorente open up and his forearm. His
I don't think he
elbow
hits. I don't think
No,
he does.
I'm saying his elbow
Yeah.
hits the player. If he opens up and whatnot, or the player rushes in, is another story. The fact that I'm still thinking of, if you see another angle,
Yeah.
you see clearly that the defender, the ball's in the air, he just turns around and goes straight towards Llorente. Llorente has position.
Let me see the other.
So I
there's
gotta-
another
that's-
angle. I'll take from this
This
angle.
is, Gaetano, like you said
Okay.
in previous podcast, this is the particular situation when you have this kind of a 50-50
You can't give it?
uncertainty. When
Well,
you're not 100% sure, you just don't give it. End of the story.
But also at the same time, isn't it kind of wrong, like in a situation like this, 89th minute, where this can be a subjective call? You see how we're all looking at this on different replays, and we're like, maybe it could be a foul, maybe it couldn't be a foul. Isn't that for the referee to decide? It's not. It's not.
referee has to
It's
decide.
not a calculated decision like an offsides where the VAR can tell you.
Yes.
It's all open to the subjective, to the opinion of the referee. So shouldn't he have gone to check the VAR, which he did not go to check the VAR?
But that's
Okay.
bad. That is bad. He
So,
should have gone and checked
right,
the VAR.
Should've
So
checked the
I want
VAR.
to make 2 points. I would have to see a different
I'll
angle.
find it. I'll find it.
From
Don't
the
worry.
angle that you show me
Well,
now,
regardless
is not a
of that, they
penalty.
had another foul, even if they didn't give that penalty. They had
Okay,
another
check.
penalty.
What were you gonna
appeal.
say? Continue where you were gonna say.
No. I was gonna have. I was gonna say that when the referee has to go and check, okay, and
I agree with that.
if you go and check, and within 30 seconds, let's say the referee said it was no penalty, you go check, and within 30 seconds, 40 seconds, you cannot tell whether it was penalty or not, hey, then it's no penalty. I mean, when you go check, it has to be 100% sure that you can go the other way.
Even 90.
Am I clear
Even
with
90.
Yeah, I understand that.
Am I clear with what I'm
Right,
saying?
absolutely.
I mean, if he calls no penalty and you go look and you look at, you don't have to stay there 5 minutes and look. No, you look at for 30, 40 seconds. That's it. If you cannot determine after 30, 40 seconds and you see it 10 times and you cannot determine, then it's no penalty.
Right, on the other
But
hand,
do we
excuse me,
all
Marco.
all agree that he should have checked the VAR?
Yes.
Yes.
He should have went over to check
We
the
all
VAR.
we all
agree.
agree that he has to check the VAR. Now,
On a subjective call like this.
on an article that I read in the newspapers by a sports writer, he thinks that the referee they have a problem. They make a call and then they don't want to go in the VAR, and the VAR might turn their call. And they feel like, then they're losing power. Hey, I made this call and I'm going to stand by my call. And they don't want to go and look at it. It's, to me, is the wrong attitude that they
agree,
have.
100%.
I agree.
No, you should go see it because the VAR is made there to help you make the right decision. At the end of the game, you want the right decision. That's why the VAR is there, to help make the correct decision. And I feel like this referee, they don't want to go there because then they're losing power.
Gaetano, no, on the other hand, Gaetano, what do you make of Lukaku's offside position that he was awarded the goal? I mean, who was offside?
Andrea.
Lukaku's
Last
goal.
week.
That was
Andrea.
offside.
Okay,
But it's
that
gonna
was
show.
offside.
No, not based on the angle.
Oh
it
my
was.
God.
He got hit in the head with
See,
his
even
foot.
though if you don't give that penalty, you got to give this
That's
They
a
didn't give
penalty.
it.
This is a penalty.
No,
That's
they
what
didn't
I'm
give it.
saying.
No, they gave it outside the box. Is
They
what
give
they
it
gave.
outside. When this was on the line, even
Show me,
inside the
Mike,
box.
show
No, this is on the
I'll
line.
show
This is
you,
a
I'll show you.
penalty. That I agree
Here's
with
the full
you.
one. Here's the what
Why
happened.
did they check the VAR?
They gave it from outside the box.
When it was really inside.
Oh, God.
That one
What
is
a
a
disaster.
that one is a
Second.
penalty. If it's on the line, it's a penalty.
But it was even closer inside,
Yeah,
close to the box.
that I agree.
Yeah,
I think they did give
that's
that a foul, right? They gave it outside the box. I'm pretty sure. And Milik hit the
That's
crossbar.
why everyone was mad. They
Yeah.
said it
So that
should've
should
been
be
penalty.
Here's-
but that's VAR
let me see
the
reviewable.
other angle that he was
in the
saying.
box.
Which is ridiculous
Listen.
because in a minute you could check that and you could show that.
No,
it's a
no.
penalty.
From this angle, I cannot tell.
Guys,
that was the other angle that they show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I show from the other. From this angle, I could
Side one,
see.
right?
From this angle, I could see that he is like this, and when he gets closer, he opens the lips.
You saw that one? Look at this one.
Yeah, but from this one, I cannot see.
Wait, watch.
It's Callejon, right?
It was Callejon who got hit in the
Yeah,
head.
that guy here.
But when I look from the other
You see
side,
that he hits him first.
he hits him first, and that's what's important to me.
They did have one that they wanted a handball on this one too. I think it's going to show it right here. They wanted a handball on.
Anyway,
If we talk about the only thing
I
we can-
must say something
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
the VAR.
Yeah, same.
The VAR
Which
is
one?
very fair because it's making mistakes with all the teams. I think Inter.
they got a freebie.
No. Inter they had a penalty which they didn't call, not on this game.
The
What
other
about the
game.
I
offside
think-
that they got last week?
That wasn't
Forget about it. I'm
offside.
What do you
talking
mean, forget about
about
it?
they.
That wasn't offside. That
I'm
was
saying
saying
about
in
the
general as far as
mistakes.
the
the
mistakes.
They made mistakes. Fiorentina, they made a mistake. This game, Napoli, they made a mistake. So it's not just that they have only one team and all the one team. I think they're making mistake with a lot of teams.
Yeah, they're making mistakes
And so
consistently.
what do you
Consistently.
Think, what do you think
Bad.
is the solution for this? I'll tell you what's the solution for this. Those people that
Again.
they have a VAR crew for every game. That is wrong. There should be somebody on a center. Listen, what are you laughing about?
You say this every
No,
podcast.
I'm not. I'm not
In
saying
Switzerland?
every podcast.
In
This is the
Switzerland?
bottom line. You have to have somebody that has no partnership with any one of those big teams or quote unquote people that never been right. So you should say, hey, by the way, by the way.
Peter penalty.
Yeah,
Why don't you think he likes the
that.
idea?
No, he likes that because he's offside. He sold it into the goal. So for him, it's good to go. So the bottom line is this. The bottom line is this. No one on the referee position should be saying yes or no. It should be the VAR deciding. The ref
VAR
should
is the
have
system.
nothing to say about that.
Yeah, but how do you
The ref-
prepare?
How do you prepare? I'll
The
tell you
person
to
that's
prepare.
there.
Go to watch the football game. Go to watch the baseball game. Go to watch any other game, the hockey game. The referees on the field, they do not decide. You know who decides? The people on top. Okay? So if it's five
Yeah, but
people
it's still
watching
a-
the same
it's-
play,
it's still a
and
ref.
they say that that's a penalty, okay, and you are the ref, you say, no, it's not a penalty, then there's something wrong with you. Okay? Why should I believe you 1 against 5? Tell me.
Okay, so both of you guys would say no penalty. Did you give an answer? Very hard, right?
It's hard for me to.
Mike, do you have an
which
answer?
one?
Was it a penalty or not
This
a
one?
penalty? The Llorente.
The Llorente, maybe not, but this guy Johan won 100%.
Okay, but we're saying the Llorente because that led to the
Llorente
goal.
was tough because he had
You
his
don't think-
elbow out.
Wow.
That was a tough
I was
one.
surprised. I thought it was gonna be different. To be honest, when I watched it in real time again, I said, Kyer, he's not even looking at the ball. The guy freaking body slammed him. And still, to me, Llorente, he doesn't elbow him. I don't agree that he elbows him. So I think it could have been
But his
given.
elbow touched him. His
he
elbow
overextended.
prevented for him to get to the ball.
because
overextended, I think.
Kyer is looking back and runs into his elbow.
But regardless, Napoli still
Guys,
should have got
If I run into his elbow, is it my fault that he has his elbow like that? No,
he
he ran
extended
into
it,
it.
didn't
he
he?
did not extend
Let's
it.
finish
Look
this.
like
Listen,
to me.
Okay, yeah,
let's
let's
finish
yeah.
this VAR BS. I want to finish with this. It's been not one time. It's been almost every week we have a discussion about 2 or 3 clean episodes that the VAR misses. So what's the problem? Why can't we just? You know what the problem is? Is the referee making the final decision.
I do agree with what you were saying that they have an ego about them that I feel like sometimes they don't want to go check. I really
Why?
do. I feel like it because, again, 5 minutes of protesting from Napoli could have been solved if he went to go check for 30 seconds.
And that's what you're finding at
exactly.
that point.
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with that. I'm saying that it could have calmed the nerves of everybody that's there. And also, you take a second, like, maybe I'm watching from this angle. Maybe look how you see it on TV, how we have to look at 4 different angles. Sometimes you got to see it from a different angle. So to me, I agree that was a big problem.
But is it just because you said it was just about power? Is it the fact that they don't want to make it seem like they didn't see the call, or even the fact, let's say, they see Napoli protesting, he throws out Ancelotti, he's like, you know what? Now I'm not going to look at the VAR.
It could
If
be a
that's
mixture.
the case,
It could
that's
be a
very,
mixture.
very dangerous.
No,
it could be.
He's right.
It could
To
be.
me, he's right.
To me, it's a culture. It's
It
a
is.
culture problem.
He's right. Some of them, they have an ego.
Yeah, I
Okay?
definitely think that. I really
Some
do.
of them, they have an ego.
I think
Yeah,
that.
there's that power. Hey, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
This is the call.
Who the hell
I
are
made
you
the
to tell
call.
me?
That's it.
Yeah, I think so. I really think that's.
But I
that's a big
understand
part
that at
of
the
it.
beginning, but this has been going on for
But
so long. They
that's,
should know better.
Yeah,
than
but a
this.
lot of these
That's
guys are
not what
older
it's
and
all about.
they have their heads stuck in different ways.
It's all about-
Not to create problems.
Yeah, I agree. Yes,
It's all
100%.
about making the right call.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
So shouldn't the referee association in Italy say something? Because like we were saying before, when these mistakes happen, there should be an official statement from the referee that
Yeah.
says referee association
Your thoughts.
saying this is what the
Why it
call
was
was,
made.
why it was made this way, why the penalty was called or was not called, and then that way, and even to the point where they say we made a mistake or it was correct.
But
There's
Peter,
no.
listen, I agree with you, but after the fact, it doesn't help me or it doesn't help you because, hey, you made a mistake.
But someone that
penalized
but-
my team.
but-
Know what?
But someone that has an ego as a referee, when the referee association comes out with this statement saying the call was a mistake, it looks worse on the referee that he didn't go to see the VAR. And then maybe next time he thinks about it and says, you know what, let me go to the VAR and get it the right.
But
I think we're in agreement,
Listen,
yeah.
no, here's
Let's
the
just-
point.
Listen.
Okay,
Why
let's-
are you giving this option to the referee to go to watch the VAR or not to go to watch the VAR? You've been called by the VAR. You have to go. End of the story. It's not your decision.
Well, that's the
If the
protocol.
VAR called you, you just go and look.
But what we spoke about, it's
End of
that's
the
the
story.
protocol. That's what the protocol is.
Let's move on because
All right,
we
move
do
on.
we have
Yeah,
more
go ahead.
issues with VAR. Juventus 2-1 against Genoa, a match that I was really disgusted at. What are you doing?
No, I'm sure, I didn't watch much of the game
Oh, okay.
last time, so that's why I'm asking Mike to show me.
A game that I was really disgusted at. From a Juventus perspective, I mean they were horrible. I know everybody says they had so many chances. They started with Rugani in the back over Demiral and over De Ligt, which was really questionable. Bernardeschi, Bentancur, was it Khedira and Matuidi in the middle or Emre Can? One of them. I don't remember who started. And Juve were poor to me. They had a lot of chances. Even Ronaldo was really, really, really poor. I've never seen Ronaldo miss as many chances as he missed. Dybala was not good. I think one of the only ones was Buffon, who was on his game a little bit. Bernardeschi again, Bernardeschi, proving how bad he really is.
Can I see that penalty when you get it?
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
Before we get to the penalty, I want to talk about the actual match and the football that was on display. I mean, I see right here, Ronaldo got a 9 rating. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was invisible.
He was nowhere near a 9. He was missing headers. He missed sitters. I've never seen Ronaldo play that bad in a really long time. I've been getting a lot of hate from Juve fans. I've been getting a lot of messages saying that I'm an Inter fan and that I'm biased against Juve. I got one message that said Marco hates Juve more than Inter fans hate Juve. But I'm very critical on the team that I support, and I think that you're supposed to be more critical on your teams where you see the weaknesses and not just blindly believe.
Put it over here,
And not blindly believe that your team played good just because they're there. And then Juventus are bailed out by a 90th minute. What minute was this? 93rd, a 90-plus minute penalty kick on Cristiano Ronaldo, which there's a lot of controversy around it. Yeah, again, you see the angles are crazy.
Yeah, the angles are.
There's that angle that I sent you guys that you see how he hits his leg. My opinion on this is that this is a 2019 penalty kick. Like I said last week with Immobile, there's as minimal contact as you could possibly get. And unfortunately, we're in a place where these are penalties in football, where these would not have been penalties in football, in the football that I grew up with. Yeah. You had to really get hit in the box to be a penalty. And to me, Ronaldo feels the slightest of touches, goes down in the box. Just like every other player that we see now, anything that gets touched, they throw themselves. No, you got to see. You don't see it from that angle. You have to show them the angle that I sent where he does hit the leg. There's contact, but it's so light.
And it hits the
Will
ankle.
not be a penalty on AC Milan. If AC Milan, anyone from AC Milan will show
He
them.
does.
Controversial part now is this
You
happened.
can't stick out your leg like that as a
Why?
defender.
That's
in
not the
penalty box.
controversial part.
Sana-
It doesn't matter if it happens 96th minute or if it happens in the 2nd minute of the match. I don't agree with that. What does it matter if it happens in the 96th minute? If it's a penalty, it's a penalty.
Yes, it is. If it is, yeah, I agree with him.
Look, he does it. No, look. I mean, he does hit his leg. It's press it. Just press it, play.
Yeah.
I
mean,
he
Ronaldo
does.
as a
He
player, he knows what to
Yeah,
expect.
yeah.
He knows he's gonna get that.
Slight
And
Yeah, slight
Sanabria, the
touch.
person that fouled him, is a striker too. So everyone in the Genoa was playing back, and they were trying to.
There was one given.
Very bad defending.
It was bad.
Yeah,
defending,
it was stupid for him to
Strikers
go in.
defending.
But Juve, again, I tweeted this. Extremely lucky to even get that
Juve are
opportunity at the
squeezing
end.
through. Yo,
Extremely
Juve every
lucky.
game, literally, we're talking about it. Almost every game, bad performances, just like Allegri last season. But they're managing to squeeze through.
I don't even think we were that. I know people will argue and say that they were unlucky with the amount of chances that they missed, but I didn't think that the football that was on display was good.
They didn't
I
play
think
that
that
good.
they
I didn't think Juve played
before
that
the
good.
match I said that Juve started the game with 5 less players. Khedira, Bentancur, Matuidi, and Bernardeschi and Rugani are nowhere near the level of Juventus. I think people are finally starting to realize and accept it. Bentancur, maybe he's got like a decent spot, and the rest of them don't look as bad, but without Pjanic, who's the only world-class midfielder on Juve, and Bernardeschi, the people that still stick up for him, that want to believe that he's the next, star of the Italian national team, you're just lying to yourself. The guy is nowhere near the level that he's supposed to be if you want to play for
Pjanic was
Juve.
out from injury with Higuain also.
You know what makes me think a little bit? I mean, we have teams of the caliber of Inter, Juventus. You guys are supposed to win the triplete this year. You guys the Champions League, whatever. And then you're struggling against Genoa, against the Brescia, and all of that stuff. These cheap wins, or all of those questionable calls. Penalty, maybe yes, maybe not. Those guys, I don't know. So, if you guys are struggling with those little teams, how can you expect you guys to be winning the Champions League or the triplete?
Buffon actually gave a quote. He said that we need 2 months. He said we need 2 months till you're gonna actually see Juventus play under Sarri. And I know we said that Juve were gonna struggle under Sarri, but to me, I don't know how Juve, Sarri, and the management went into this season thinking, wow, the midfield is really capable to be able to compete in Europe. To think that this midfield is capable makes me question Sarri, because obviously you're a new coach, you come in, if you tell them I need a better midfielder, they're going to get you a good midfielder. Juventus had money to spend. They spent on De Ligt, they spent on these guys. They had money if they needed to spend on a midfielder if Sarri made it a priority. And the management, to think how they've let the midfield fall to this level is embarrassing. Without Pjanic, Juve has no midfield.
So Sarri asked for a midfielder?
I don't know.
I think
I don't
it's
know.
kinda obvious.
Either way, there's a problem. If he asked for a midfielder and he didn't get it, that's a management problem. If he didn't ask for a midfielder, then that's his problem.
You know what that quote reminds me of? How you said Buffon 2 months. Didn't Chiellini say that last season with Allegri? Give us 2 months, you'll see the real Juventus.
Yeah, he said like you'll see them in like April. He said you'll see us in April.
And I felt like they played.
Didn't
Like,
Spalletti-
even
No, we
though-
do.
Even though it's two different coaches.
No,
though, even though there's two
Juve did
different
get
coaches.
much better. They usually do get
Spalletti
much
say
better.
too, we
later.
got the bicycle, now we have the pedal. In other words,
Yeah.
the team is there, now we just...
Pedal
What do you guys think?
We have the pedal.
What do you guys think about that?
I
think that going back to what you were saying, in the summertime, Sarri wanted Dybala and Higuain to stay, and I think the management wanted Dybala and Higuain to go. And if they would have sold Higuain and Dybala and Mandzukic and a couple of other players, I think Emre Can, whatever, then they would have gotten, I think, what you wanted. You probably wanted Pogba. I think they were looking at Pogba, but they were looking at a couple other players. Since those guys didn't want to go, Dybala put his foot down and says, no, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. I think, they didn't get the midfielders that you're talking about.
But it should have been a priority in that the midfield was a problem last year. It was identified as a problem last year, and it wasn't solved as the problem.
Yeah.
Well, they went after the leaked 75 million, and then
Yeah, but they're
it's
not
a pretty
focusing
penny.
on their main
Well,
problems.
the thing is, but they made it a priority, I guess, to say, listen,
Yeah, but
Chiellini's
you
not
just
getting
can't
any
get anybody
younger.
else besides De Ligt.
I'd rather get a
You
delete.
could have gotten Van de Beek. It was 40 million.
From Ajax.
Come on.
Oh, of course. But the thing is, they made it a priority that the league come to Juventus and not get another midfield. So there had to be something, or the fact that they were confident they were going to sell Dybala, Higuain, or one or the other, and didn't happen.
In my
for
opinion,
one reason or another.
it's Juventus that they got Rabiot for free. They got Ramsey for free. They've gotten Emre Can for free. They've got Matuidi. I don't remember if they got him for free. Probably not. But they got these guys for free where you think, oh, look, we're saving money. Yeah, but when you get bad players, is it really saving money? No, it's an opportunity lost. Besides Ramsey.
You got even Ronaldo.
No,
you
he was
spent
$100 million.
The next day you sold $150 million.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
But what's
Rabiot and Emre Can specifically, it looks, wow, it's amazing. You signed them for a free transfer. But when they're not good enough for your team, how much value does that
but
actually
if
bring?
we see that, you don't think they see it, which is what
Well,
I'm trying
clearly,
to figure it out.
if Juventus can start a match with Khedira, Bentancur, Matuidi, and Bernardeschi in a
Yeah.
midfield,
Yeah.
and those are the guys that are usually starters,
Yeah.
that's embarrassing.
Yeah,
Mike.
but don't they see that though?
Mike.
Clearly
That's
not.
what I'm saying.
We saw it last
We can
year.
see it, and they
We saw it
can't.
last year.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me, please. You probably keep missing the point.
Yeah.
Sarri is not in charge. Sarri is being given the team. I said, this is the team. Just go over there and win. Who's in charge over there? Is the lapdog, the guy with the long hair, Nedved, and Allegri. I mean Allegri.
Agnelli.
Agnelli. So those are the two guys that I said, hey, let him just talk. This is the things that we think Juventus needs, and this is what we're going to give it to him. Let him just deal with what we... This is the menu. This is the stuff. It's the food. It's on the table. Eat it.
But Sarri can't play. There's not a midfield of Sarri's though.
Sarri.
That's why it's not working.
Sarri's
Look what he
philosophy-
had at Napoli. Look what he had at Chelsea. And then you come at Juve's midfield. It's hard. It's worse than the two.
What are you
What
talking
did,
about? It
by the way,
doesn't-
It is.
we've talked
We're
about it before, but
top
what
players.
did you guys think about the penalty? Yes or no? Was that a penalty?
On what?
There's
On
contact.
On the Ronaldo,
There's
the last
contact.
minute.
Ronaldo.
I saw-
Over here, it's a better. It's more of a penalty than the one that we saw before.
Unfortunately, there's a given. in 2019.
Llorente's is not
What
a
do you-
penalty.
What do you think?
This one here is a little bit more. I
What
would
do you
say
think?
70-30. 70 yes, 30 no.
What do you think?
Over there
P.
was 40 no, 40 yes, 30 no, 70. I'm sorry, 70 no, 30 yes.
I got you.
Okay.
What do you think, Pete?
There's contact. It's like I said, no one likes to see because you say it was a little light.
Yeah, very.
Ronaldo got it
Yeah.
and he dropped to the floor.
He knew what he was
But it's a
doing.
professional foul,
Maybe he went to
professional
look for it.
penalty.
He went to look for it too. So that's all.
Yeah, no, it was very smart. There was contact. If it's contact, you probably have to give the penalty. But if you get hit, you fall where you get hit.
Yeah, he
I feel like he went an extra step and then he went down.
Really? I thought he
I
played it
found-
very well.
That's like what Immobile
I
did
feel like
too the other week.
Ronaldo knows
same
how to
way
take
Immobile
these
did.
balls.
Exactly the same way, same philosophy.
Like he
But
knows what he
you know,
did.
it is. I mean, if you go look at it, there was contact. So
What do you think?
It's a
At
penalty.
first, I didn't think so. The second time I saw it was a little soft, but there was contact in two parts of his leg. So technically, you would have to give it.
Yeah.
Ronaldo played it perfectly too. He
Yeah,
fell.
yeah.
I think he fell the perfect time.
No, that's
Just
you
poor-
have to give it.
It was
Poor
the striker's
defending. Poor defending.
The striker was playing as defender, and that's what.
In my
Sticking out
opinion,
your
in my
way like that.
opinion, if I was a referee, if I was in charge of dictating this, I would never give any of these penalties. For me personally, I don't think that. I think they're way
It
too
got
soft.
softer
I think
over
just because I
the
think that
years.
now look, now Immobile gets that call. Oh, okay, next week, where if there's any contact, we have to give it. Unfortunately, in 2019, there's a penalty. Unfortunately,
This is poisoning soccer, and it's poisoning.
it's very
the VAR,
light. It's very
the VAR
light.
way of thinking.
Wait, no,
That's
the VAR
what's
is the
happening.
VAR's got nothing to do with this one.
It's the people in charge of the VAR that.
No, but the VAR has absolutely nothing to do with
Oh,
this.
yeah, for
they
this
they
one,
called
yeah,
it.
yeah.
They called it.
No,
Let's leave the
Next.
VAR alone. Roma won 4-0 against Udinese.
More controversy here.
Udinese has conceded.
12 goals in their past 2 games. I
Is it
believe.
12 goals?
12 or 11, maybe 11.
Jesus
11.
Christ.
They're
But
ready.
they won
My
against
God.
AC Milan the first game. That's what counts
Well,
for them.
that's not saying much though. But they're saying Tudor, Udinese's coach.
I was in Milan watching that game. You know that?
You were in Milan?
Oh, was it?
I was
Oh,
watching
you
the
brought
game.
Good luck.
At the Aperol Spritz, and
Oh yeah.
I saw the goal. It was
You
nice.
enjoy yourself? I'm glad you did.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
Because that weekend Inter won too. So it was
yeah?
nice.
All right.
I was gonna say Tudor, Udinese's coach is looking to get the sack. They're saying Gattuso
Could
is
be
a
an option.
possible replacement to replace him, and maybe be a new coach at Udinese.
But say the
smaller
controversy
team.
for Roma.
The controversy: Fazio got a red card, which was not a red card. Unfortunately,
I still would like to see that from
more
another one.
controversy.
I heard it was bad
I
though.
saw a few angles on it, dude. It was horrible.
I'm happy for Smalling. Smalling
got a goal.
scored
Sure,
after what happened last week in the Europa League. I think that the guy deserved the goal. So I'm happy for him. He scored on his first game, not his first Roma goal. Fiorentina won 2-1 against Sassuolo. They came back. They were going crazy in the locker room afterwards. I saw. So good. They beat Sassuolo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Who was going
oh.
crazy?
No, they were like cheering and going nuts inside the locker room. They posted a couple stuff. Do you know who scored for Fiorentina?
Who?
Take a guess.
Your boy.
Fiorentina.
Take a guess.
Your boy.
Are you
Who's
gonna
your
guess?
boy?
Who scored for Fiorentina?
Really?
That's
Oh,
it.
Wow.
He scored a beautiful goal too.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he was
Did he
nice.
get the assist on the second goal? No, Milenkovic.
I don't remember.
I don't think he got the
I
assist.
don't remember.
But yeah, Castrovilli scored. Sampdoria tied Lecce 1-1.
That's not.
I thought that they were going to lose that game too. Sampdoria Lecce. Lazio won 4-0 against Torino. Torino's another one who Mazzari might be getting the sack.
Yeah, all the-
He's
all
under
the
a
fan-
lot
all
of
Yeah, I
the
saw- I
fans.
saw the goal.
He's another guy. He's another
Mazzari.
guy. Because they won against AC Milan. Those that they pulled the games of their life against AC Milan, and then they suck.
You know
Those coaches.
what sucks for him is that he's got Juventus coming up next. So Torino Juve, it could be the final game that that's never a red card. That's never a red
horrible, right?
card. Torino Juve is coming up.
Yeah, there's Torino Juve, the
So
derby.
Mazzari, I don't think we're going to see Mazzari. This might be the last podcast that we get to talk about Mazzari on. It's so sad because he was doing really well with that.
I also want to add, speaking of coaches, Ancelotti got a ban for the next match. He's not
Yeah.
going to be on the sidelines
Yeah.
because of him.
Bro,
talking
okay.
back to
He
the
gets
refs.
what the hell happened?
What's a ban? Against suspension.
Come on, Flipper.
1 game ban. Yeah.
Ribéry got the 3-game ban.
3-game
Who?
ban. Ribery got a 3
Oh, yeah.
match
That's
ban.
That's ridiculous too. I agree.
One game.
Well,
I
there's been
understand,
times
but
where-
3 games. Come
Yeah,
on.
3 games a little too much. Maybe a fine
Maybe-
or something.
maybe they
3
will
games
appeal,
a lot.
I
they
give
will appeal.
20,000. That's it.
Yeah.
There's times when you can clap your hands in front of the
There is
referee
no
and they give you a
money.
game.
That's
So
just-
Yeah, but it doesn't
There
make.
is no money. You don't pay to play.
Yeah, they get
Unless-
fines. They
Oh,
get
they get
fines.
fines?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
get
do.
fines.
Yeah.
The Ribery pushed the referee twice. To me,
If I was in charge, I would just give fines. Nobody gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
just
give-
give them.
Especially
Give
the game
them
is over. Ragatano.
give them a heavy fine, and
they don't even care if they get a fine. Let's be
I
honest.
mean, if you punch somebody,
The
then
paper-
I agree.
Yeah.
I
if you
agree.
punch somebody, then you're out, of course.
Okay. I
But
agree.
most of these things, just give them a fine and let them play. We want
Yeah.
to see the great players in
Right. I agree.
in the field, not on the bench.
Yeah,
I agree.
didn't 2 guys get banned for blasphemy? What was it?
For who?
You hear about that?
No.
What
The
players?
blasphemy. The
What
guy
players?
Sassuolo, and I forgot the other one because they
They shout some racial slurs.
No, bestemmia.
Oh, bestemmia.
Yeah, you can't do it
I got three game suspension once.
What's bestemmia?
for
What is
for
that?
bestemmia.
when
And
you
actually-
curse against God.
Oh, really?
Really? I don't know. Anto, you made it seem like you.
These
knew
are
that
so
you-
stupid.
that's
These are
actually
so stupid. I agree. If Ribery punched the referee in the face, I would say, okay, you want to give him back. Yo, come on. He pushed the guy. It was a love tap,
Yeah.
man. Push them twice.
definitely-
Relax.
it was definitely
3
very
games.
strict.
3
Yeah, that's
games.
way too
I
much.
agree. A fine was more than enough
Yeah.
for me, in my
It's
opinion.
like kindergarten, this goddamn
Yeah.
place.
Kindergarten.
It is. It is. Everything's very soft
But
nowadays.
Fiorentina came
Immobile-
back from 1-0 down, which
Yeah,
is
we
very
said.
impressive.
Immobile 11 goals in 10 games.
12 goals.
12
He scored
goals?
A double, yeah. Yo,
Oh,
Immobile
shit.
is killing
12
him, man.
goals.
He's gonna win
Jesus
Capocannoniere.
12 goals. What other news we got? Verratti.
Don't
got
forget
Nick-
about Verona. You didn't mention Verona.
Also, Belotti scored a own goal in the
Nice,
Oh.
nice win, Verona.
Oh, yeah, against Parma. You're right. Yeah, Mike,
I
why didn't
saw
you
that
mention
game.
that?
Yeah, that was
Beautiful goal.
away. Verona. played away.
Verona got a scrappy win. They scored a beautiful goal. Who was that? Juricic scored a goal outside the box. It was amazing. I think the rest they played very defensive. But yo, they came from Serie B. They got to get maximum points, and they're doing very well.
Anto,
Mid-table right
why don't you
now.
go grab your notes?
They were very well.
Don't worry, I
We're gonna conclude, but Vidal said he's not happy at Barcelona, and he also hinted how Conte is one of the best coaches that he's ever had, and he made him into a superstar. So are all roads leading?
Of course, everything for you, Pete. Everything is you. Everything is yours.
Peter
You don't
penalty.
even have to ask.
It's gonna
Give it to you.
be Vidal's gonna be for free, so they
Yeah.
don't have to spend money.
Everything that is for free is for Pete.
I'll do
What do you
that.
think about it, Pete? Vidal.
Vidal is the type of player you want on your team. That's it. Point blank. You saw him when he came in for Barcelona when Inter reversed him.
He changed the game completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's a
Everything.
very
I
very
don't even know.
smart midfielder. I don't know if he still has the same ability like he did when he was on Juventus, and Conte had him when he was on Juventus. But as a guy off the bench start, you have no problem. He can do it all.
I
you know?
agree. If you could get Vidal, you take him, especially
and also
Conte.
that Grinta
Especially your
type of
midfield.
player.
Your
Hey,
midfield, you need somebody.
And Conte's very
You can't
good
put
with him,
Vecino
too.
in.
He's a beast under him.
Antonio, you took some notes.
No,
Am
I
I,
didn't take some notes.
am I allowed to read it?
I find myself, listen to me. I find myself from time to time flipping through channels.
Flipping.
On my bed.
Like a
Flipper.
flipper.
He's like a flipper. But I keep going from one stupid commentator to another stupid commentator. I'm not going to make the name of the channels and the network.
Yeah, don't
because,
say
you know,
it.
That's not the right thing to do. But, you know, when you hear people talking about nonsense while you're watching soccer games, you just fall asleep because those people, they become so boring. A lot of those people, they're dumber than a doorknob. Okay? So actually, doorknobs right now are more intelligent than those people. Because right now, you can turn a doorknob with an app, right? There are
Probably.
apps- There are apps
That's
over
funny.
there. You can just
Unlock, yeah, you can unlock.
Right? And then you can just turn a doorknob. So those guys are actually, I take it back, the dumber than bricks. Okay? A brick is a lot more intelligent than those guys commentating.
Is that
over
the
there.
loser of the week?
No.
Oh, yeah. Is that the loser of the week?
Who's the loser
some
of
of
the
these,
week?
some of
You
those
have to choose
commentators.
it.
Yeah,
But,
you're supposed
Those
to have
commentators that you don't want to mention.
Well, I cannot mention.
Yeah.
But you know what? Aside from that, they're spectacular people. A lot of them, they're family men. We love them as people, but they shouldn't be commentating soccer on the TV. If you want to watch real soccer, a real technical analysis, this is what you're going to be watching, okay? We have the maestro over here, the professore. We have Peter Pan over here. We have Mark over here. We have the flipper over
Call me
here.
Mark.
And
You didn't have a nickname for me. So
Marky
you call me
Mark. Marky Mark.
I don't know. We'll
You'll figure
find
it
a
out.
name for you soon. Don't worry.
Marco Cesare.
Huh?
Cesare.
Cesare.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Caesar?
Yeah, Caesar.
Why?
I don't get it.
From the Roman Empire.
I don't like
Why
Roma.
did that come from?
I mean, I don't like Roma.
Okay, the bottom line is this.
Okay, can I make a point about
Go
what you
ahead.
said?
Go ahead.
How you said it's nothing personal. It's
Yeah.
nothing personal against
Yeah.
those people. That's for people that get mad at me that I don't like Bernadeschi. I got no problem with the person of Bernadeschi, with Bentancur, with Khedira. I'm sure they're great people. Peter, you're a great person, but I don't want to see
Yeah.
you running Juventus' midfield.
Right.
We could be friends outside, but listen, when you're not good enough, you're not good enough. Period.
What?
No
Guys,
emotions.
Do I hate Peter as an Inter fan? Absolutely. I can stand him.
Do I hate him as a real friend? Absolutely.
Once the camera is turned off, Peter is my best friend. What am I going to do? Am I going to kill him? You know?
Maybe.
Yeah, so the bottom line is this.
What's the bottom
Keep
line?
watching IFTV, right? Keep
Yeah,
watching IFTV. We hear all the time. Whether you get your ass kicked by your wife or by your husband or, you didn't do well on the school or you had a bad test, this is the place for you to just press the reset button and move on.
And if you're a Milan fan, things are getting better now.
Don't worry about it. Just mind you about your own 10 teams because that only knows which one is going to be your team next week.
Milan's one of my
Okay?
teams, so I gotta
yeah,
learn
all
that.
right.
Real-
So go ahead, next.
Wait, there was something I forgot. Say
So
something.
keep rating our podcast.
Oh, the
with
loser
5
of the
stars.
week.
We are where? Facebook, YouTube,
MySpace.
Spotify, Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Everywhere. All right.
Yo, you know what? Wait, I was actually. This is not funny. I'm sorry. I just ruined the comedy in this. I was watching MLS, one of the MLS games, and they gave a penalty, like a really light penalty against Michael Bradley. And I was thinking, at least it doesn't only happen in Italy. Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Like he got a yellow card. That wasn't a penalty, right? On Josef Martinez, he ended up missing it. But it was. They. I don't think they checked VAR either, right? They did a silent check. Sorry, I ruined the comedy.
Why are
Sorry.
we talking about MLS?
Because I don't know. I thought about it. So by the way, your buddy De Boer, the guy, the Inter,
Frank De Boer,
Inter
man.
DNA,
They
he
kicked him
goes
out.
to Atlanta.
Inter DNA. He
all
didn't
of a
even last
sudden
3 days.
Infects. Oh, but he was a player for you.
What player? He was
Come
a
on.
coach.
A coach, yeah.
3 days he lasted.
You want to spend a few words about our friends Darun and his wife?
Oh,
yeah,
we
we had it
hung
on
it
the-
up. We hung it up. We're gonna get a frame. We
Yeah,
ordered
no,
a frame.
it's on the
So
way.
we're waiting for the frame.
Who's
to
the
come.
loser of the week?
Darun.
Who's the loser of the
Ricardo.
week?
Ricardo sent us this shirt here that he's hanging over there. The loser of the week? I don't know. There is no loser because every team's won today, right?
Doesn't have to be
him?
necessarily one of us.
Oh, so who's going to be the loser of the week?
Somebody that you can think
Mike.
as far as a
Yeah,
coach.
Mike.
Not on a podcast. It could be
No,
anyone.
Mike is the loser of the
Flipper.
week.
Why?
He's a flipper. Every week he changes a team.
So does that make me a loser or winner?
Yeah, he makes you a loser.
I was
Mike.
Inter
You're gonna
this
get a
week.
sticker today. You peel it off.
Don't even waste. Mike, you're the loser. Accept the
got it.
loser of the week award.
I got it.
Okay,
I agree with that. I think that's a great decision.
So what we're going to say.
That's it.
Do we have anything else to say? 5 stars, right? Still,
Rate the
still with
podcast 5 stars.
Do we have any
Merchandise
sales?
on
Do we have any sales?
ItalianFootballTV.com. No, but we got a lot of new stuff coming very
Do
soon.
do they show, you show
It's on the
merchandising
screen.
at the
Yeah,
bottom?
it's on the screen.
3 games on Saturday.
3
Which
games on
games?
Saturday?
What do we have?
Yeah, great games. Roma Napoli, Bologna Inter,
Oh my
and
God.
Torino Juventus.
Wow.
that's
All
Wow.
on Saturday.
Guys,
quick
cancel all your
predictions?
plans on Saturday.
Roma Napoli, how do we feel about that one?
I will say it could be Napoli.
Let's go,
win.
Roma!
No, Napoli win. Napoli's going to win in Rome.
I'm going with another draw over here. I think a 1-1 draw.
Napoli 2-0.
Pete?
Napoli needs to win. If
They
they
do,
want any
though.
hope to get in Serie A race.
Yeah.
In Serie A race in Champions League for the Champions League.
No, I'm saying a Serie A
He's saying
race.
to be in the Scudetto race.
Scudetto
Oh, no,
race.
no,
Scudetto
it's
race.
over. The Scudetto is
No,
over.
it's
You guys
not
won
over.
already.
How's it over?
You guys won.
Inter won. That's what
Inter
he's saying.
won.
I think that this one's actually a tricky one too because Roma's a little bit not sure really what to expect, and Napoli's a little bit the same way too. I think that it's going to be a tie too. I agree with Mike's. It's in Rome. It's in Rome, so that's a big decision for me.
Roma's been playing good too.
I think Roma. I think they're going to get a tie. Bologna Inter.
Bologna Inter. I will say I would love to see Mihajlovic winning. Not because I like the Bologna, but I want Mihajlovic to get some positive,
Me
input
too.
on his life.
It's going to be
You know?
3-1 for Inter.
3-1 for Inter.
I think it's gonna be much closer than that.
I will
be a 2-1.
I will not
Very
discount a
close.
1-1, a tie.
I'm going to go with all the home teams. I'm going with Roma, Bologna, and Torino.
Wow.
You're going
Wow.
with Torino win?
Against
All
Juventus?
the home teams.
Yeah.
Against Juventus too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
What do you think about Torino Juve?
Torino doesn't have a team. Torino, they get very scrappy and they're lucky, but
So
I
is
think
Juve.
it's a Juventus easy win. I'm sorry, but
I was gonna say a Juve win, but Torino just lost 4-0 against Lazio, and Mazzari's not happy about that. I think we're gonna see a surprise 1-1 draw over here.
That's what he said.
You're not gonna. Oh, you said that too.
no, I said
Torino's gonna win.
Oh, Torino
Is
win.
it Torino win?
Yeah.
What about the other game, Mark, on Sunday? What do we have Sunday?
Sunday, you got
Milan Lazio. Oh man, we almost missed that.
I would say Milan wins this time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard you
Milan
openly.
wins 1-0.
What do you say, Pete?
A scrappy game. Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead.
Scrappy game.
Tie.
Tie. Okay, Pete said tie.
Lazio.
Lazio's winning.
Okay.
But Lazio's very good.
How about you? What do you say?
Immobile,
I'll say
Capocannoniere.
2-2.
2-2? Okay.
What do you say?
I say a tie, yeah.
2-2. So everybody says a tie except penalty
NBA.
Pete. Pete
NBA.
penalty.
Any other team, Atalanta?
It's
Who else is playing?
it's the day for Fiorentina. You win against Parma, and you can really
They got
go.
what, 4th place or 5th place, Fiorentina?
You can really make a move
Okay, let's push for Fiorentina.
because they have the other teams. They get some tough games. Then you got Genoa, Udinese, Atalanta, Cagliari. That's a good game.
Oh, that is. Cagliari has been doing.
Atalanta, Cagliari is a good game.
But I don't think
Verona,
Cagliari's
Brescia,
gonna win.
that's
No,
another
yeah.
good
It's in
game.
Bergamo too. Yeah, I agree with you.
And Spa Sampdoria, that's on Monday.
They're all great games, guys.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah,
great
no,
games.
I'm telling
All
you,
great games.
they're
So this
good.
is, I'm telling you, this is Serie A has picked up, a lot of speeding now.
And
you know,
Lecce
comparing to-
Sassuolo.
comparing to the English Premier League. We see a lot.
I think
Say.
the level has gone up even from the bottom teams.
That's what I'm trying
Obviously,
to say.
there's a top three or four teams.
Yeah.
But from bottom, from 20 to 15, there's no team that you say, okay,
Even higher.
they're getting relegated.
Even higher than
That's what
15.
I'm
Even higher, yeah, but
for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You
I
know.
agree with you.
The
I agree with all of
competition's
you
much
guys.
tougher.
Good. We're good?
Yeah.
Very
Okay,
good.
let's finish up.
Happy
Let's
Halloween.
Finish up. Guys, instead of be watching those coneheads on the TV, this is what you're going to be watching.
Coneheads?
Watch IFTV.
Coneheads.
Coneheads.
Cone, right?
Yeah.
What do you call
Yeah.
coneheads?
Coneheads,
Okay.
coneheads.
I've never heard that before.
Instead of watching those coneheads, you watch IFTV.
like
Even though we have a couple coneheads over here, maybe one over here. So we're better than those, okay? So 5 stars and have a nice weekend.
Have
Forza
an
Milan.
Ciao.
As always, thank you guys for talking soon. Ciao.
Mark, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
One of those